Hey everyone, Les here from BG Trading. Hope you are well. Today is April 28, 2022, and I'll be talking about how to buy stocks or when to buy stocks, and also analyzing Novonix, which is a classic example of a company or a stock that we have been buying and selling over and over and over again, using our strategy, BG Trading and BGS20 strategy, to lock in 20 to 40% profit. So let's have a look. Just want to remind you, this is not a financial advice, just as from BG Trading, sharing with you how we apply our strategies to know when to buy and when to sell stocks, how we set up targets, stop losses, how we avoid FOMO, and much more, all in this channel. So if you like the content, please share this video with someone that you believe could be helping. Also, I want to invite you to become a member of our Facebook community called Buy, Grow, Sell Strategy for Share Traders, which is a community that we put a lot of great quality content, stock analysis, great conversation about different opportunities in the market. And Novonix, as I said before, we've traded over and over and over again, locking anything from 20% to 39%, as you can see here. So if you jump into our community, you have access to this very same analysis that you can read in your own time and understand a little bit more about Novonix if you have invested or you are invested into this stock. So let's jump straight into my analysis. So first of all, just understanding that Novonix is not just about graphite production. A lot of I've seen in forums and different Facebook groups that a lot of people talk about Novonix is directly related to graphite. However, the company is also engaged in manufacturing and research and development to not only provide the graphite from its project, but also a different technology that has been allowing and will allow companies to improve the battery performance. It's all about build the best battery that will last the longest possible. Novonix is a pioneer and is right into the sort of research and development. Okay, now let me just jump straight into the key highlights of this analysis. So first of all, the first half of 2022, as expected, there was a massive loss compared to 2021, and the problem is a lot of investors they end up selling the stock. They think the stock is overpriced and so on. But the fact is, there were two one-off costs related to its expansion and also related to Novonix acquisitions as well. And that's what I want to highlight here, because FY22 statutory loss was $28.8 million just in the first half. Nevertheless, in line with expectation, since the company has a massive cost with purchasing 400,000 plus square foot riverside facility in Canada, and in order to be able to expand its site production to over 10 tons per year. So obviously there's quite a bit of investment out there to expand and growth. So the company, again, like most of the other AV stocks, they are in growth phase, but still, on my opinion, far lower risk at the current levels than investing in companies that don't even producing or generate any revenue. As you can see, a lot into EV sector, especially lithium stocks. Now, another cost related to this massive loss is statutory loss is the acquisition of 5% stake in Core Power, which obviously will lead the company, not just to develop the better technology, but also to develop a better battery technology, but also to increase its revenue as well. So here a little bit of consolidated statement, profit and loss, if you want to take a look in. But I will always say that those type of companies, they keep generating loss, it's fine. Statutory loss is fine as long as they increase the revenue, but also as long as they increase in the capacity of generate profit in the future. And that's why Novonix is at the moment is a stock that we are looking at, because if everything goes fine, this company will generate a lot less loss and obviously lead in a few years time to a break even and then even a profitability operation. Now, some of the risks that you really need to consider if you hypothetically are trading or buying Novonix is the fact that the company is still at the early stage, not as early as Tauga, for example, but it's still at the early stage of producing graphite. A lot of its offtake agreements and contracts are coming actually from the what they call BTS, which is Novonix Battery Technology Solutions, which is more like a technology that they have developed in order to test battery performance. And then also they do a lot of partnering with leading battery manufacturer to ensure they can so actually to test battery and try to improve the battery life and effectiveness performance of the battery, which is all about completely related to automotive battery. As you know now, most of the car manufacturers are investing in electric vehicles, but at the moment Tesla is the company that is leading battery technology. That could change if Novonix R&D find out ways to improve performance battery for other manufacturers as well. And then that's where they're working really hard with together also in conjunction, in partnership with Dalhousie University. But one thing is really important to remember is that says the company that although they partner with the university, which is actually injecting quite a lot of money on Novonix R&D, they still sole proprietor owner of their technology. They all the technology they develop me, and that's a key fact for me as an analyst of this particular company. Now, there will be quite a few expected announcements on the pipeline, and I want to explore a little bit because that's what really going to drive Novonix stock price in the future. And I'm going to analyze the stock price in the next few minutes, and I will also share with you how we buy stocks based on strategy and use Novonix as example. But one of the things, apart from the technical part, most of our decisions are also based understanding a little bit the fundamentals of the company and what really are the characteristic announcement that the company has on the pipeline, and that could definitely trigger the stock price to a whole new level. And I actually have highlighted some of them. There are quite a few announcements to be expected. So I encourage you to take a look on this analysis on your own time and understand exactly what the company structure is and what are the highlights lately. Now let's jump straight into the technical analysis. Now, if you have held Novonix for 1 year, so we bought Novonix 52 weeks ago, it would be 127% capital appreciation on your portfolio, just with Novonix. Nevertheless, the stock price has collapsed, and mostly to do with the market being overbought. Now down 57% from all-time high. The stock reached over $12 a share. So now it starts raining here, so you might can hear the noise of rain. Anyway, what I want to say is like any long-term holding, you can make a lot of profit, but then you can lose a lot of profit, especially if you don't understand the fundamentals and what's happening with the company behind the scenes, and if you don't use the strategy. So you need to use the strategy to do so. Now, when to buy Novonix? Well, how we buy Novonix? Right. First of all, we try to find a hypothetical supports and resistance, which is a very common tool indicator used in the market. But for me, more than that, I don't try estimate uh, where the support will be, because a lot of the stocks, they just, when they go past the support, they go past the resistance, it never really exists. So obviously it's just assumptions that we do. So for Novonix, for example, I have this we have a whole, like, almost couple of months in which Novonix has been trading into the $5 range. And back in 2021, we have exactly December, a shorter range, which the share price went up like over 100% and then correct, and then it went up again. So for me, I'm very strong about this $5 resistance. And the tricky when we buy this, when the stock is trading in the buying area, everyone is pessimistic about, because it's exactly where everyone is talking bad about the company when people are selling because they're scared. So now, for me, honestly, I think this is a very good buying point for Novonix. And we did, our last trade was buying at this very same level, and we cut almost 40% profit in Novonix. We lock it in, and now we again looking at this very same level, and as soon as there has been a correction in the EV sector, which is completely normal part of the market cycle. You need to understand, and for me now, I can see easily a 40, like 30, 20 to 30%, actually 20 to 40% in Novonix at the moment, as long as obviously the stock stays bounces back around $5, which I believe will. Yeah. So now, when to buy the stock? How we buy stocks using our strategy? Now, the first, there are a few confirmations that we look along after we buy. But the more confirmations you have, the more secure your position will be. However, to maximize profits, we want to take a little bit of risk, because markets always all about risk. So we are looking at buying around the what we call the hypothetical support area, but also we want to buy under this red line, which is simple moving average of 40 days. It's also an indicator. So what you want to be buying is under anything under the SMA. We call that technically a discounted price. Anything around the SMA is technically fair price, but that is if a stock is trading up, or if a stock has potential growth on its fundamentals, which is the case for us, is the case of Novonix. Now, so what we're going to be doing is buying around the support level here. We actually have been buying Novonix, and we're gonna hold and set up a target. Now, our VP members know how to set up targets. I just want to show you in this video how we buy stocks. So basically, in this decision is based on hypothetical support and also a technically discounted price. Now, the red flag here is that we have another bearish intersection, and that's the tricky part, because once we have a bearish intersection, which is the yellow line crossing the red line, then you are no longer protected. So because your protection is the actual red line. So if you no longer protected, you need most definitely what we call a stop loss. And the stop loss normally should be set up right under. Let me just get the tool again. And the stop loss needs to be set just right under this hypothetical support level, which in this case would be around between $4.50 and $5. So $4.50, $5. That would be like we call stop loss, because if the stock, I would probably set up this stop loss close to $4.50, and provided that we have 10% potential loss here in case it goes south. We have an upside of almost 40% at the top range, which means our risk is 4-to-1, which is on our strategy is a pretty good approach to be buying a stock. At the end of the day, there's no guarantees in the market, and you really need to make sure you have a countermeasure and in place in case things not go according to the plan. So this is how we buy stocks, how we buy shares, as example of Novonix. So Novonix for us, our target for Novonix at the moment is not a stock that I would hold for long term. It's just a stock that I will be looking at short term, and will be selling once we lock in 30 to 40% profit. And that's how we work here at BG Trading. Guys, hope you enjoyed this analysis. It was a little bit extended again. And I also would like to, if you watch the video to the end, please leave your comments, your thoughts about Novonix itself, and where you think Novonix will head from now. Guys, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video. The whole idea when we designed BG Trading BGS20 strategy was to use only a set number of indicators to make it simple and clear to understand, and to be able to apply our KPIs very easily and very effectively. So you don't have to be any Wall Street smart person to be able to apply those strategies. We really hope this course will help you to make better decisions and make successful trades. See you in the course.